So I think last year the approval of the Bitcoin ETF certainly legitimizes the industry in a big way. You know, we saw some major players like BlackRock, Fidelity, JP Morgan really enter the space in a significant manner. And really from a Ripple perspective, you know, what you need, and we've always talked about, is having and building that real utility, especially around things like tokenization, where we're really going to see the market expand and further institutional interest. I think from a Ripple perspective, just to point out, you know, Ripple are a tech enterprise business company. We utilize XRP and XRP Ledger as a method to move and bridge currency cross-border. So for us, what we do is we take less of an interest in terms of like the daily kind of crypto movements and the growth, and more kind of zoom out, and we're focused around building real utility. What I would say is that it has been a tipping point of these large players coming in, which are obviously going to be overall good for the industry. But I think we'll continue to have to see real use cases around to have that real mainstream adoption. Look, I think the UAE has done a remarkable job in really kind of putting itself in a position to be the global crypto hub, right? You know, if you think from a regulatory perspective, the DFSA under the DIFC have done some fantastic job in terms of building out what that framework looks like. From a Ripple perspective, last year, they actually approved XRP as a digital asset that can be used for DIFC registered firms, which is fantastic. It gives that clarity in the market that people need. We also have VARA, which is the first standalone regulator globally here. So I would say the UAE is taking phenomenal steps in taking steps forward into building out a clear framework for businesses to operate fairly here. I think I'll go back to regulation here. So essentially where we're seeing a number of advancements in the UAE, I think for crypto to really propel to what we believe it can do in terms of the efficiencies around moving money, payments, tokenization, we need more regulation globally. So if you think, you know, UAE, Europe, Switzerland, Singapore, to name a few, have done fantastic jobs in building out clear frameworks and regimes, but we need the rest of the world to kind of follow there. This is quite topical from a Ripple perspective. You know, our CEO recently announced on all his social medias, we produced a video talking about how scams, you know, are happening more frequently these days. You know, I would suggest people to go online and watch that. But what I would say is that Ripple will never ever ask or request anyone to send them any XRP. Look, I think if you look at the Bitcoin ETF, you know, it took 7 weeks for BlackRock to reach $10 billion in assets. It took gold 2 years. I think that people are still view things as a safe haven, but I think obviously with more regulatory clarity, more institutional adoption, then I think we'll continue to see things grow there.